everyone, and welcome to Game 2 between Fnatic and Clutch Gamers in the winner match of Group B. Fnatic, they take a very, very hard game off of Clutch in the first game. Clutch, they ran a very good early tempo game, but unfortunately after one team fight, and after that team fight snowballing out of control, Fnatic assert a very strong, dominating posture off of Clutch. And I feel like Clutch, they tried their very best to react the best way possible, but there just comes a point where you are just too far behind. And my cat is meowing. I have no idea why. I think he may be meowing because of the lightning though. He should be right. So them sweet guys. But we'll see if Clutch are able to come back in this next game. I really feel like they have the potential to, and this is probably the first step to doing it. Taking the Terrorblade away from Eternal Envy. Fnatic picking up the Tiny themselves. You can tell that they really like picking up this Tiny for Abed. He's very comfortable with the hero. He's able to do a lot of tempo control in the early game, get those kills, farm very well. I think Abed was leading farm for the entirety of that early to mid game of the last match. So I'm not surprised that Fnatic's still giving Abed the Tiny. It's just that this time we'll have to see Eternal Envy pick up a different hero just because he won't be getting his signature Terrorblade. This is not bad for Clutch either because they have the Terrorblade themselves, but they all need to play in a similar manner to Clutch. In a similar manner to Fnatic. What they did last game was farm, farm. Make sure your heroes are farming while you're trying to endure some of this pressure. And after Fnatic picking up this Keeper of the Light, there's going to be a lot of pressure. Not only in team fights, there's going to be blinding light, there'll be mana drain, there'll be healing, there'll be nuking, there'll be pushing. And I think the thing with Fnatic, right, you have someone that plays so much Terrorblade. The scariest thing is that if you take the hero away or you pick the hero against them, they know to a certain degree how to deal with that hero because they played with it so many times that they would understand how the hero functions, how it works, what the weaknesses and what the strengths are. And it looks like to me, Fnatic's way of dealing with this Terrorblade is that they're going to push all the lanes so insanely hard that they're going to choke Clutch Gamers out of a farming game. That might just be what happens here, but we'll see. We know Keeper of the Light also great at counter push if they're not playing aggressively, so it could slow down this push from Clutch Gamers because Terrorblade's illusions very fragile in the early game. You can kill those off with the you can obviously kill it off with anything, like you just sneeze on them, they die. Gosh guys, excuse me, I might have to get some water in a second. Bans in the meantime. Now, Keeper of the Light, he has been selected. Fnatic gonna ban out the Night Stalker. Don't want to deal with any nighttime shenanigans from that Night Stalker. We all know Night Stalker is pretty much the counter to Keeper of the Light, so getting rid of that, very smart. Getting rid of the Ancient Apparition. So this is signaling to me that Fnatic may want to consider picking up a Death Prophet. We know that Death Prophet is one of those heroes that does not want to play against an Ancient Apparition. Neither does a Morphling, neither does an Alchemist. Any sort of hero with some sort of HP regen does not want to play against an Ancient Apparition. So I really want to see how Clutch Gamers play this because do they give the Death Prophet? Do they leave the Death Prophet and say we've got our own responses? I mean, what do Clutch Gamers really do here? They ban the Pugna and the Tinker themselves, but they're more worried about a potential counter push lineup coming out from Fnatic, which is what Tinker does very well and what Pugna does very well. Because we know Pugna, if you give a team some space and they have a Pugna, you just nuke down the wave, and in a couple of cycles your tower is going down for free. You just throw the nuke down, that's it, you just leave it. So Clutch in the meantime, they're going to leave the Death Prophet in the pool, but they will be taking the Omni Knight themselves. And Omni Knight with Terrorblade, you get Purifications, you get Repels, which is free BKBs, you get the Guardian Angel, which is going to be preventing you from dying to a lot of physical damage. So Fnatic, you got to look at this and you have to think, okay, how do we deal with this Terrorblade and an Omni Knight combination? Because Ancient Apparition is one of those heroes that prevents you from getting the heals, which would have been a pretty good hero going up against a Terrorblade. Unless they banned the Ancient Apparition because they wanted to pick the Omni Knight. It's very interesting. So Fnatic, what is their response? They still have another pick after this to try and shore up their lineup. We still don't know what lane the Tiny could be in. It still could be the Abed Tiny, but they could also rotate it. We can make it a support Tiny. Even though support Tiny not that favorable anymore, it is still 100% viable. It's just one of those things where if you need to last minute transition a hero to a position for support, Tiny, definitely possible. And Winter Wyvern picked up by Clutch. So physical damage, not really on the table here for Fnatic. They're actually forcing Fnatic to go for a magic damage lineup. But even if you go for a magic damage lineup, you have the Omni-Knight Repel. Beastmaster is a great way to go through the repel from the Omni-Knight, but I gotta say, I'm kind of worried here for Fnatic. I need to see what this next hero is to really determine what's happening here. They've got an Initiator in the Beastmaster. They have a Tiny. What's this safe lane EE here? I'm expecting this has to be an Abed. They're going for an Invoker. So it's an Abed Invoker. Is this a support Tiny now? This has to be a support Tiny. I just do not see EE playing the Tiny. It has to be a support Tiny. Unless
10 seconds
unless it's an EE Invoker. I don't think so. I've seen EE play Invoker before. It was a very long time ago, but it could not possibly be an EE Invoker. It could not. I just don't see it. Oh man, it's okay. Guys, we'll find out in just a second, but this lineup from Fnatic, unless... I don't think a support Beastmaster, no. No. It couldn't be a support Beastmaster, right? There's just so much on the side of Clutch gamers. They can mitigate physical damage, they can mitigate magical damage, they have Snowball that mitigates everything in this godforsaken world. Fnatic, how do they respond to this? They get rid of a disruptor. They really think it's... What? Is this a EE Tiny? The most logical solution is EE Tiny. I'm making a big deal out of it because I don't know. Fnatic is just a team that is very next level and they just like to blow your mind. In a good and a bad way. In a good way because everyone loves to watch something different, but sometimes it's a bad way because it doesn't work out, and if you're a Fnatic fan, you just... I'm not sure, guys. I gotta look at this. They need magical damage. Invoker does that magical damage. Like, that's the good thing. You can Sunstrike someone that's being healed by the Winter Wyvern, but Winter Wyvern's such a good hero against the Beastmaster. You can shards the units. You can use the units against Fnatic. If they're not careful, and the Beastmaster has all of his summons next to a target, Winter Wyvern wouldn't just curse someone, they're gonna get killed by Beastmaster units. Now that's the scariest thing. You're playing with Beastmaster against a Winter Wyvern now. Last pick, Shadow Demon. Okay, so who is playing what? It has to be an Abed Invoker, has to be Universe Beastmaster, has to be an EE Tiny. The ban was TA on the side of Fnatic as well, so they're worried about someone killing off the Beastmaster units. We're looking for a mid lane hero for Clutch.
Remaining.
How do they play this through? Now, a couple of mid options. There is Puck, there's Queen of Pain. What do they do here? They need something that will play against the Abed Invoker. OD? They go for Puck.
Choose your hero.
And play it out safe. Alright, so Pilot Eye, Shadow Demon, DJ. Okay, it is an Eternal Envy Tiny. No mind blowns here. It's an Eternal Envy Tiny. I swear to God, if it was an Eternal Envy Invoker, I would lose my shit in a good way because I really want to see how he plays Invoker. And for people that might not know right now, I believe Pilot Eye, he is captaining Fnatic. So he is drafting and I believe he is the captain. I don't know if he has 100% call on picks. I don't know that yet. If I get any information on whether or not he does all the picking and that, I will let you guys know. But as of now, I have no idea if Pi is 100% drafting or if he is partly drafting with the team or if he is partly drafting with EE. I have a feeling that EE, he will have some sort of a say, but maybe Pieliedie has the final say, as he is now sitting in the captain role, since he has returned to Fnatic. Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting matchup though. I do love seeing myself and Abed and Invoker. I also love seeing Universe as Beastmaster. He does a pretty good Beastmaster as well. And then DJ's Keeper, I mean, this Keeper of the Light's amazing too. It's a freaking Pegasus. Alright guys, let's jump into the game right now. I think this is going to be one hell of a game. I mean, look at Faded's Terrorblade. His Terrorblade is stacked. He's got every single relic. Every single relic. If someone has every single relic... Oh boy, what's happened here? Alright, let's close this. Alright, he's got every single relic, which means that he loves Terrorblade as well. So we have 2 Terrorblade holics in this matchup. Let's do our team introductions really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. I really am excited for this matchup. Let's start with our Dire side. We have Clutch Gamers. We have Arjit, who's going to be playing on the puck. Oh! So they're going to change things up a little bit. They're going to put Arjit in the middle lane. They're going to be shifting Faded onto the Terrorblade.
I will commit this to memory.
We have Yol on our Winter Wyvern. We have Afromush on his Tusk again. Afromush, I have to say, played an amazing Tusk last game. Really knows how to play with that hero. We have Skylark as well on this Omni Knight on the side of Fnatic. On the Radiant side for today, we have DJ playing on his, I want to say one of his signature heroes, Keeper of the Light, but then again, what isn't a signature hero? We have Universe on his Beastmaster. In the middle lane, we have Abed on his very signature Invoker. Although his Meepo is a bigger signature than this, but that's okay. His Invoker is exceptional as well. Total Envy going to be playing on the Tiny, and Pieliedie going to be handling the Shadow Demon. Now, not very often do you see Shadow Demons nowadays, but up against a Omni Knight, it makes a lot of sense. Against Omni Knight, it makes a lot of sense. The one thing I'm worried about though is you can turn these illusions against your teammates. These illusions, if they are caught inside a Winter's Curse, it will kill the target because of the illusions. These illusions, they will do a reasonable amount of damage. Looks like Pieliedie gone for the Shadow Poison. Gonna try and turn it onto Skylark, who only has Purification. Gonna turn this onto Afromush, who almost dies. He's gonna get these poison stacks off, and looks like Skylark will have to heal his teammate up. He's gonna be a-okay. And Pi gonna be down to very little mana now. It's only 55. Wanted to try and kill Afromush, but will not be successful in doing so. Throw the shards down, blocks Pi a little bit, but now Skylark is half HP. Looks like top lane is going to be a Beastmaster dual lane up here. It's going to be the 2 dragons. Not really dragons, but Keeper of the Light and Beastmaster going up against a Winter Wyvern puck lane. So I was expecting Arjit to go into the middle lane as puck, but I suppose this also works as well. Terrorblade up against an Invoker. Terrorblade able to go up against an Invoker just because, unfortunately for Invoker, he's not the strongest laner. Although we are talking about Abed, so he could do some pretty incredible things if he's given the opportunity. We'll take a look and see who wins this lane matchup in a bit. But we can tell Faded loves this hero. Looks like they're about to get a kill onto Pi. He's gonna die, unfortunately, to Skylark. Afromush, as well as Skylark, hit with 2 stacks of poison, but unfortunately, Shadow Demon not gonna be able to keep himself alive. Looks like Arjit and Yol wanting to go for the Keeper of the Light. Instead, gonna turn onto Universe instead. Puck will jaunt out of there, and Yol being pushed out by the man on his old horse. Let's get that fight recap really quick, but first blood going in the way of Clutch. So that first point into Metamorphosis really paying off for Faded. He's leading by 10 CS over the Invoker and also getting some reasonable deny. So Abed will struggle for the first couple of levels. That is one thing to note when you're up against Terrorblade. Very good one-on-one when he gets that Metamorph. So this Invoker, he will need a little bit of help. We'll see though if they're going to get some support from DJ as well as Pi. Oh, looks like that light not going to connect onto Yol. We'll try and turn this onto Universe. But for now, there's going to be a lot of sustain on both of these dens. Into Wyvern, especially if Yol starts to put a point into Cold Embrace, he will be able to sustain both him and his partner. Whereas for Keeper of the Light and the Beastmaster, Keeper of the Light will keep himself alive, but he won't be able to heal anything, and neither will Universe. He's going for a bottle, so he will go for his own self-sustain. I bet gonna need a lot of help in this middle lane. Luckily, he's using this opportunity to catch up in terms of farm. He says, what happened? What happened? I have no idea what happened. If you guys saw what happened, you let me know in the comments. I can't read the comments right now, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw what happened. Maybe he hit the courier. I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. I was not paying attention 100%. Looks like Eternal Envy gonna be caught out here. The toss will toss this Omni Knight back, but EE, he is still stuck in these ice shards. They will not fully commit though. Looks like y'all gonna watch Universe and DJ even soak up a little bit of this EXP as they clear out this creep wave. The Skylark and Avalanche want to try and go for a gank here. And they're gonna go for a creep pull. Gonna pull this through. They say, okay, let's just pull this through all the way to the creeps. And it looks like these creeps, they will mostly stay with Skylark, and it's nighttime. They lose vision of that camp. Very nice play coming up from the Omni Knight. We'll pull it through to a much safer location. And Afromush going to be heading to that middle lane as well. The ward gets plopped down by Pi. They do see this Tusk coming. And Abed going to have to play a little bit safer. He's only level 4, so if they try and snowball right now, they could do something. But Universe comes in with a haste rune. And Afromush going to have to run away now. Wants to try and shards himself. He shards himself onto the low ground! Oh boy. Sunstrike will land, and it will kill off Afromush. But that was a very cute play coming from the Tusk. Thought it was going to be okay. But when you have 3 heroes in the middle lane, you're not going to guarantee any sort of safety. I don't know if it's just me, guys. It really feels like this Terrorblade looks like an illusion because he is all blue. But they're going to go onto Abed this time. They've got no way of cancelling the TP. One miss on the low ground and Faded. He just concedes that kill. Abed, they're just TPing to the tower. It's not helpful Pylai die though. Illusions. Maybe a little annoying, but it won't do too much as Pi can look at the illusions and say, well, that did not work out as much as I would like it to. So the Omni Knight doing a pretty okay job in this bottom lane. He's not over CSing compared to Eternal Envy, but he is being a bit of a nuisance. He's chewing through his HP, and he knows that EE can't do anything to kill him off. There's just so much sustain on this Omni Knight. He's naturally as well. Faded. Looking, oh, he almost walks into the Sunstrike. It's gonna be okay. They're both in equal HP ranges. We'll take a look at those guys a little bit later. Looks like EE getting caught out yet again. No stuns though coming in. No snowball commitment. Gonna hang around for that little bit longer. Looks like Yol gonna catch out Abed this time, and that's gonna be it. The Wyvern helps his Terrorblade get that kill. This is 2 points as well into the Arctic Burn. No points at all into the Cold Embrace. So it seems like this top lane has been under control from Abed. It's not Abed. Ajit. I sound the same, okay? I'm sorry. He's doing a really good job in this top lane though. Ajit sitting at 29 CS, 12 denies, and this has been because Universe has left the lane. He has not fully pressured this Puck, and Puck isn't really bothered by a Keeper of the Light. He just jaunts through the horses every single time. It's just one of those things where if you're a Keeper of the Light, you can't really harass a good Puck. And we have to say Ajit's Puck, definitely one of the more notable ones. Looks like Skylark wanting to grab a pull here. The creeps do successfully pull though. So Skylark and Afromush can be very happy with that. Pi, unable to really do anything. Eternal Envy will come in to contest this. And they're going to sit in very defensive positions just to make sure. Nice heal though coming in from Skylark, getting some of that CS. This will push to a wave though. Creeps are going to start hitting that tower. Very nice play coming in from Clutch. Oh boy, I missed this kill. Sorry guys. Looks like I managed to get the Keeper of the Light. Ajit gonna stick around. Is he level 6 yet? He's level 6, but he does not have a point in Dream Coil. He is on for 2-1-2. So no Dream Coil for him as of yet. Looks like he has been saving his skill points. We've got a pause coming out from Faded. Oh, I'm not too sure what's quite happened here. If it's a... Oh, okay, looks like it's lag. Here we go. Back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a warding mission, I believe, from the Winter Wyvern. Trying to get a very deep ward if he can. If he goes down onto that low ground, he will be sad. He will see the creeps. He's trying to soak up the EXP. Oh, he's already got a ward down on the low ground, so he already sees most of this. Looks like Arbed going to go down. Afromoosh helping out Faded gank that middle lane. Y'all still very low HP, he's level 4. But I gotta say, Arbed's very much struggling in this middle lane as Invoker. He is losing this lane really badly. He's got 2 deaths. He does have 1 assist on his name, but he really needs some help from this team. And unfortunately, they're trying to stabilize 2 other lanes. They're trying to stabilize EE's lane. They're trying to make sure that Universe has his lane as well. DJ has been delegated to the top lane. And Pi has been the one that's rotating between that middle and bottom lane. But I really just... It just feels like, unfortunately, this Shadow Demon, he's a great pick versus Omni Knight, but when it comes to trying to protect 2 lanes with this hero, not super effective. And he's effectively playing a very, very hard role because he has to use most physical to buy TPs, to buy wards. DJ is a very greedy support. He does not normally buy a lot of support items. He's very greedy, but they make up for it with how he plays. So Pi is normally the one that plays as that position 6, plays very poor. Not bad play, but he's very, very low in terms of gold. So, unfortunately for him, unless someone's going to pull him some of these TPs, it'll be very difficult for him to continuously TP between these 2 lanes. But Arbed, not doing too bad. If we take a look at the net worth so far, his net worth, not the best. He is the lowest in terms of all the cores, but he can catch up. This is an Invoker, and if he can get the Hand of Midas at a reasonable timing, he will be able to slowly catch up. And he won't be poor forever. He just needs to get some extra space. But it's just at the moment, both Universe and Eternal Envy need space as well. They need space until this Shadow Blade gets completed. They need space for this medallion to get complete. They need things to get done before they can finish up focusing on Arbed. Arbed's just doing the best that he can, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Even though he's been harassed in lane non-stop, their jungle hasn't been fully boarded. They still have vision. They're getting stacks done as well. And it looks like the Wyvern gets taken out by Universe and DJ.
Tower is under attack.
Not going to commit. Ajit just says, nope, no thank you. Not going to come. This tower, though, should be taken out by Faded soon. Ooh, unfortunately giving that spirit away. We have another pause coming in, this time from Arbed. It's a Kale, in other words, lag. And I can completely understand these teams lagging. Currently, if you guys did not know, it is stormy weather in Malaysia. So that's probably impacting the connection here for Fnatic. I don't know where Clutch is based right now. I do believe they're in Malaysia as well, but I could be wrong. Looks like Arbed being jumped on by 3 heroes. Oh boy, very nice Splinter Blast coming in from y'all. They will heal Afromoosh, but I think this is just going to set up for Eternal Envy, so might be just a GG moment here. Tusk will go down, but they kill off Arbed again. That's his 3rd death of the game as well. The score is 3-3. He's getting closer and closer to his Hand of Midas. That is his major item that he is looking for. It won't be a late timing. It won't be super late. He's still got some decent items before all that. Eternal Envy could get... Oh, if he got a Splinter Blast off onto Pi, he would have gotten that, but not quite.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Are we okay? Oh, nice Sunstrike juke. They're still going. They're still going. Oh, not quite. Here comes Ajit as well. They can't get y'all. Oh, this Wyvern. They even cancel it as well. They say, okay, huh? It's a fake out. That was an unfortunate turn of events there for Fnatic. They should have gotten that kill there, but gotta say, Cold Embrace, good spell. And the scariest part here for Fnatic is that it is Faded who is leading the CS charts. Arbed has just gotten over him, but they are very, very close. You do not want this Terrorblade farming over your Tiny. This is not Arbed, sorry, this is Eternal Envious. I don't know why I still have symptoms of last game hopping into this game, but he is farming faster than Eternal Envy, and this is not a place that you want to be in if you're a tiny. You need to farm faster than this. And it's a free kill here for Arjun, killing off the poor Keeper of the Light. DJ very limited in what he can do. Iggy hiding under the cover of the Shadow Blade. We'll try to find out which one is the real Faded. He knows which one's real. Sunstriker's there. Avatos, can they kill him? Oh, he gets the Sunder off onto Pylai Dai. There's not enough disables. Reflection onto Eternal Envy. The slow is too strong. And Eternal Envy should be going down. 5 seconds left on his Shadow Blade. He's so close to dying. Oh, he didn't get it off in time. Oh, boy. Just half a second quicker and he got the Shadow Blade off, he would have been fine, but oh boy. And Abed dying again. This time to Arjun and Afromush together. Fnatic are just getting picked apart left, right and center. I gotta say, this Winter Wyvern pick, I feel like it threw off Fnatic so much when it came to their draft. No, it wasn't the Winter Wyvern, sorry. This Omni Knight pick threw off Fnatic's draft so hard. They opened with the tiny Keeper of the Light, very good opening. But then after that, they realized, okay, we need heroes that go through purification. No, sorry, not purification. We need heroes that go through repel, go through Guardian Angel. But oh boy, they drafted heroes to deal with it, but it just felt like they didn't have. Maybe they just didn't delegate enough time to protecting someone. They just didn't decide, okay, who gets the most priority right now? Because Abed is struggling. He's really struggling. He is currently on discount coupons. He needs some help.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He finally finishes up his hand on Midas though. This is without boots. That is the reason why Abed is so gankable. He just doesn't have the movement speed. So he will start to farm a little bit quicker. Clutch in the meantime, they need to capitalize on the fact that Abed is not really present in this game. He's not leveled enough. He still needs farm. They could punish Eternal Envy if he shows himself in front of Skylark right now. If he shows himself right now, there are 4 heroes here. There are 4 heroes in this lane, and they want Eternal Envy. They say, you kill our Omni Knight, we're gonna kill you. And this should be a very simple kill. He's gonna get hit with the snowball in just a second. Couple of hits. He goes down very easily. They're trying to buy time. I can tell that they're trying to buy a lot of time for Abed. But will they possibly give too much away to do this? Killing the Omni Knight does not really achieve much. Killing the Puck will allow you to feel safer knowing that there's no Dream Coil. Killing the Terrorblade, at least killing the Terrorblade, will give you some assurance that he is not farming. But killing the Omni Knight, unless you want a team fight off of the back of this, it doesn't really give them that much at all. The death timers are so short right now that kills really need to equate to farm for Fnatic. They need the farm. Afromush gonna come in. Highlight Eye gonna be subject to a very brutal murder by Clutch Gamers, and they're gonna look for more. They're looking for Universe. Omni Knight is here, and you can see that Faded's Terrorblade, he is freaking terrifying, man. Level 12, Sanjin Yasha, 1k gold, looking for BKB. This is gonna be a sad Universe. He knows he cannot go anywhere. He could try to TP, but it's pointless. It is pointless at this point. Abed still farming away. He's gonna try and go for his Ags next. He's got boots at last, but he needs his Aghanims. Abed needs 10 minutes. He needs 10 minutes to himself to think, okay, how do I bring this game back for my team? That is basically Abed right now. He's thinking, okay, how much farm can I get? How much farm do I need to help bring my team back into the fold? Because right now, EE is struggling. Universe has no partner to help him go for kills. They're running a Shadow Demon, Keeper of the Light combination. This is not an aggressive combination. And when you run a Shadow Demon, you need a partner that can kill. And Beastmaster right now is not going to kill anything. Y'all is just trying to keep Eternal Envy at bay, and these Splinter Blasts are just going to keep going. Could possibly die to Eternal Envy here. It's going to go.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like it's going to be okay for now. EE still sticking into that top lane. They're going to look for Pylai Dai here with all of these illusions. DJ stuck in the Ice Shards, cannot go anywhere. Their team is just getting steamrolled by Clutch. He's stealing HP from his own illusion from Pylai Dai. Although he's going to TP home right now, so it looks like he's not too not too healthy. Universe though going to kill off. Oh, Eternal Envy is here. Do they have any detection? They dusted. They found EE. They founded the tiny. They found. That's not founded. That's not English. Oh, the snowball. How did they know? Clutch Gamers, they're just playing crazy good right now. 14-4, and we are looking at a guaranteed game 3 at this point. If Fnatic cannot pick up from anywhere. Because as of now, we're looking at the entire roster. The heroes behind in terms of farm, behind in terms of vision, not feeling confident around the map at all. They've got their jungle warded here. They have their jungle warded here. Everything is warded. It's just, it's incredible. Clutch Gamers, compared to last game, they are looking 10 times better. But their net worth is looking very good, 3k lead. They've got, oh my gosh, they got EXP lead as well. And you look at the win percentage, you know, 18 minutes in, and it's already saying you have an 80%, I'd say 90% win percentage. You're gonna be feeling really good about yourself right now. It's 18 minutes in, and they're already just looking so good. Winter's Curse set up for Afromoosh. That was mistimed by Afromoosh. They will not get the ice shards, so that will let DJ get away, but still not going to be feeling too confident about this at all. DJ wants to head back up into the top lane. They have vision of him though. They could punish him for this. Not going to be able to get out in time. Not going to be caught by the ice shots. Middle lane though. Do they have a TP or anything? Coil? They already used the coil, unfortunately. So Winter's Curse on cooldown. Coil on cooldown. Buying a little bit of time. Universe in that bottom lane. Trying to finish up his own Shadow Blade. So similar strat to last game. Shadow Blades on both the Tiny and also the offlaner. Eternal Envy not feeling too confident. He's also just got enough gold for a Blink Dagger, but I do believe he wants to hold on to this gold just to make sure that he has a buyback if anything bad happens. But so far, Clutch Gamers looking very strong. Arjit also knows that Eternal Envy is here, as he is going to start hitting creeps. Some strikers there, faded, still going to start working on this Roche. Ward going to be de-warded by Pylai from the north. The team going to go straight after the supports. They say, okay, where are you guys? The Dream Coil lands onto just one. It's going to be DJ. No way to cancel it though. It sends him all the way back home, but this means that they're going to be able to get this Roche for free. They do give away this bottom T1 tower, however. Universe here with Eternal Envy going to whack this tower down, but first Roshan going down. It's a free Aegis. It's going to go into the pockets of this Terrorblade. Medallion used up as well. It's going to be pretty quick. But the good news here for Fnatic is they get 2 towers off of this unless the Wyvern comes in. Does she have a Winter's Curse? She does. She has a Winter's Curse. Could possibly just die from this, and she will. It does keep the tower up though. If the Winter Wyvern did not TP, that tower would have dropped 100% straight away. But we'll see if they stick around for this. Can they glyph the tower? They glyph the tower. They keep it up. They bring in the putt. They've got Arbed coming in here as well. He's finished up his Aghanim Scepter, so we've got something going in the way of Fnatic right now. There's the one tower helping out Arbed finish up his Ags. He is going to be a bigger threat now. He is not going to be registered as a full threat yet. Highlight Eye going to try and work on the Faded. It's unfortunately not going to be too successful. I do believe we have Afromoosh trying to chase down Pi. No, it's just going to concede it. Says never mind. Not really going to be worth it here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's take a look at some of these talents for both of these squads. Let's start with Fnatic. Pylai, no talent yet, not level 10. Arbed, no talents yet. He has been scaling all of his abilities. We have one here. We have plus 25 movement speed on the Keeper of the Light. Eternal Envy sitting on the plus 30 damage. And on the Universe sitting on the plus 30 movement speed. On the side of Clutch Gamers, we have one on the Wyvern, plus 90 gold. Tusk, we have the 90 gold as well. Quick pause. We have the armor and the spell amplification coming out for Arjit. Health and movement speed for the Terrorblade. And finally, we have the plus 90 gold on the side of Clutch. Lots of gold talents on the side of Clutch Gamers. Plus 90 in 3 of their heroes. Omni Knight, the Winter Wyvern, and the Tusk. I guess this is something I never really considered when it comes to some of these heroes. You can build an entire lineup with early gold talents if you really wanted to. Some crazy stuff going on. So the game has slowed down a little bit. Going to be more of a farming game now for both of these squads, as Eternal Envy is going to be going for another item next. Also finished up his Blink Dagger. I do believe he has buyback. We've got a couple of buybacks on the board so far. One on Afromush, one on Pi, and one on Envy. And looks like Abed just gonna laugh while he dies. He's just understands what happened. He just understands what happened. He's like, guys, this is hard. Game is hard. Go up against the Terrorblade. We can try and make illusions of Faded. He's really scary. He's committing a lot of things to memory. The good and the bad. And Fnatic, their only option right now is to split push. They've got Pi up top. This is going to be bad for DJ. He's going to go down. He has no buyback either. We do have a buyback available on Abed if he wants to commit to it. I'm not going to use it for now. Top lane, we do have Pi pushing. We have Arjit. He's going to show his face in this bottom lane. We'll not know where Pilot is, however, as we get another pause. This time from Arjit. And it's another mouse problem. Whose mouse is this? It's Faded's mouse. Okay. This is not good. Oh, it's Afro's mouse. So Afro's mouse died. And Faded died. Can stop killing me, Jit. Okay, my love. Oh, I love this banter. This banter is good. Okay, looks like we've got to reconnect. Looks like the mouse is fixed as well, so we're going to be jumping back into the game in just a second, guys. Let's head back over to Networth. And I would do... Is everyone at level 10? Alright, everyone's at level 10, so I want to see very quickly if we've got some talents. We've got 30 EXP on Pi. Really needs this, by the way. No talents yet onto him. Got movement speed. We already saw this on... Oh no, we didn't see this, I think. No, we did see this. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember who has talents, who doesn't. Oh, have we got the second talent on the Tiny? Okay, so 30 damage, 350 HP. Nothing extra on Universe. Wyvern had the gold. You had the gold as well. Oh yeah, we already saw this one on Puck. Terrorblade, obviously, he's got all this stuff. And we still have the gold on Skylark as well. So Universe going to find the Wyvern. And this should be a kill. They will be feeding this kill to Abed with the Sunstrike. But, well, here comes Faded. The gank train is here, as Universe will be picked up in just a second. 45 seconds off the table. He's going to go down. There will be a TP in that middle lane. They're going to be showing Faded in this middle lane. So this will stop the push from Fnatic. Eternal Envy not really able to achieve too much here, as they will not be able to get tier 1 in that middle lane. He will go around. He wants to go around to possibly get the tower or to clear these creeps. He's just hoping that no one's going to be able to spot him. Gonna show Faded in the middle lane. Don't really... Oh, Faded. He spotted him. So no blink on Faded, so no way of catching him out.
I will commit this to memory.
And it looks like for now we can see Clutch. Oh, top lane. Top lane. Pilot Eye gonna be sent home again. Oh, this time he dies.
That's for your impertinence.
Alright, so this time he doesn't survive. He does die. His body was in the fountain. Just as he TP'd, he died. Because he snapped the coil. Eternal Envy still roaming around looking for kills. He's very tanky right now as well. 2.5k HP, Ogre Club. Although there are going to be 2 heroes coming up after him in this top lane. He's got a Blink Dagger available. He's going to TP back into that bottom lane. And everyone on the side of Clutch, they say, guys, we've got the creep wave. Don't really worry about Envy. He's not going to be much of an issue. And then suddenly creep wave dead. Although we do get a kill here. Abed killing off the Winter Wyvern. So Yol, unfortunately for his team, he has died quite a few times. Up to 4 deaths now. And oh, is this going to be a initiation by Universe? Aegis just gets eaten up here by Faded. 4-star forward. War is down to Terrorblade, but the follow-up is very slow. Snowball going to be picking up that Terrorblade as well. Ultimate coming out from this on the Ignite, and Eternal Envy is going to be the first one to drop the coil connected to Abed and Pylai Dive. Afromush going to come in. He wants to punch Abed in the face. He says, dude, you are mine. Arjit is going to be fighting Arjit as well. Faded coming into the fight. He's had illusion set on him by Pylai Dive. It's going to be a 3 versus 4. Faded is almost dead. He needs to sunder something. He does get it. Oh, unfortunately for Abed, not able to take out Faded. He will be hit with the cold snap. He will go down at last. And Fnatic turning the fight around as they get a lot of kills, and I'm assuming a lot of gold out of this as well. They gained 3 kills for Eternal Envy. So Clutch Gamers, I have no idea what went wrong there, but for Fnatic, that's a big turnaround considering that they have had a terrible first 25 minutes of this game. That was a very good team fight, and a lot of it came down to the fact that Universe saw, I'm pretty sure it's not just Universe, the whole team saw that the Aegis expired on Terrorblade at that very moment, and that just looked like the right opportunity to jump on top of them. And the great thing about Fnatic as well, they were so far behind when Clutch was trying to retreat that the Terrorblade couldn't find a target to sunder. That's you find very few situations where the Terrorblade can't sunder anything that has more than half HP. So for Fnatic to recognize that situation, very, very smart play, very great play from the team being able to see that opportunity. I want to say it's Universe that spotted it, but maybe the entire team saw that the Aegis was expiring. I would love to know whose call that was, but we will, at this point, never know. Tusk getting picked off here by Universe and DJ, so Fnatic, they're catching up. They're looking a lot better now. They've somewhat stabilized after that successful fight. And it looks like Faded gonna run right into Pylai Die. Illusion's gonna turn right onto Faded. Gonna be hit with the ultimate as well. The Purge can drop him down to half HP. Abed's still gonna farm away in the jungle. Going to be picking up the Scythe of Ice as well, so this is a very big item for Abed. Sorry guys, I know why Abed and Arjit. I just remember Abed and Arjit being on the same team a long time ago on Warriors Gaming. So yeah, if I get them confused, I just keep getting them both confused because they used to be on the same team. And their names both start with A, and they roughly sound the same. Arjit, Abed. I mean, yeah. Sorry guys. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I'll try my best. Let's take a look at the graph after that horrendous team fight from Clutch Gamers. They're doing pretty good, but this is not looking too good anymore. This is slowly dipping in favor of Fnatic, and you do not want this. You're running a Terrorblade. This should not be happening. But because it did, things are starting to go haywire. They could catch Arjit and Afromush here. Do they have any sort of vision? Universe? He knows that they're there. They're going to try and cut them off on the side here. There are 3 heroes. They don't know where Skylark is. Gonna try and jump undefeated. So they try and come up from the north. They're up here. Although Eternal Envy is half HP. Gonna send an illusion. There's lots of drawing on the map. They could possibly catch Pylai Die. Dire's courier died. Oh boy. I'll get Pi. And Universe, if he's not careful, they could kill him here. Is there a gem? They get the dust on Skylark. Great play coming out from the Omni Knight. They should be able to chase him down. He's being slowed down by the DJ and Aura, and Arjit may have to commit a Dream Coil for this. There's no Dream Coil. He's got no Dream Coil. Excuse me. And they should be able to catch him here. Universe buying his team so much time. Gonna be dead for 50 seconds. No buyback. No buyback. That is a pretty big deal. There's a gem on Arjit now.
Is under attack.
So they do have some of this detection to catch up Envy and Universe. I bet he is farming. I bet slowly making the comeback for his team. He's the one that's going to have to carry it through, because for now, Eternal Envy and Universe had to carry Arbet on their shoulders for a little bit. Although they may have not have had the best time trying to carry Arbet. He's had a little bit of help. They did hold his hand, and Arbet, he will be the one to pull them up from any sort of blunders. Did they see Faded? They did not see Faded. And it looks like Arbet runs right into the Terrorblade. EMP will be there. Scythe of Ice as well. Nice repel. They continue this chase though. Faded's thinking about it. They managed to find out where DJ was. They were going to run right into that top lane. Highlight Eye trying to commit to Arjit. Eternal Envy is here. This puck is going to go down, but are they going to lose most of their lives for this? Highlight Eye melting to Faded. DJ is here. Eternal Envy going for the TP. Winter's Curse will cancel Eternal Envy's TP. Faded going to start chewing through him like butter. And now DJ going to try and get away with his life. Do they spot him out there? Blinks into the tree line. No sort of vision. They won't be able to catch him, as the old man will get away and return back home. Boots of Travels does get picked up by Arbet in the meantime. Looks like Roshan. Getting spotted out by Faded. Buyback from Highlight Eye. They do have buyback available on EE as well, but I think they want to feint that he has no buyback. So Faded He has Sunder. He also has... He's going to run out of Metamorphosis soon. This is the scary thing. His Metamorphosis will run out very soon. EMP. Going to be thrown out onto Faded. He will force staff himself out there as well. This will show that the Roshan has been disengaged. And Fnatic, they're going to back up straight into that middle lane. They can push this through because they are running a Beastmaster. They can successfully push this through. Oh, Snowball cashing out the pigs. The Scythe of Vice not going to be successful. Afromush going to be here with Arjit. Team out from Arbed. Any way to cancel? No way to cancel at all. They can simply call him back as well with DJ. Successful escape coming out from Arbed. Still trying to find this opening. Universe wanting to come in from the side, but they will have to be careful. There's a gem on Arjit. If Arjit spots out this initiation onto Universe, he is going to get taken down super quickly. They will try and keep this middle lane push out as long as they possibly can. Hold down the fort. We will look at buyback status from here on out because buybacks are going to be very important for both of these teams. And we have a lot of buybacks across the board. We also have a smoke coming in from Clutch Gamers. Arjit picking up a very deadly haste rune. Very good initiation rune here for Arjit. If he spots anyone, he's going to go in for that initiation. Does he have a Aghanims as well? He does not have Aghanims. He just has the Blink Dagger Lincoln Sphere. Who does he go on though? He could kill Eternal Envy. If he wants to go on anyone that has no buyback, it will be the Beastmaster or Arbed. Those are the only two heroes in this game with no buyback on the side of Fnatic. Those are the two heroes that Clutch Gamers should be aiming for, but they don't know this. They don't know this at all. It depends on who they run into first. And the coil, it's going to be used. It's going to kill off Pielidai. Pielidai doesn't have buyback either. His buyback has already been used. Top lane though, you can see Eternal Envy. He's wanting to push this through. He's trying to force out some buybacks. The call from DJ. Is it going to be there? They will call him back. They will cancel the TP as well. They did feint it. Eternal Envy still trying to run away onto the enemy side of the map. There's no wards to spot this out either. So they have no idea where he is. They're looking for DJ with Afromush. He does get blocked in. Mana Drain is there. Any way to cancel the TP. They gotta whack him down. DJ finally goes down. But look, Eternal Envy still in this top lane. Faded. He has to TP back into the lane. The tower will go down. And Arbed, he's still going to stick around this middle lane with the Scythe of Ice. He can get solo kills if there is an opportunity because of that Scythe. BKB gets completed onto Faded as well. Skylark. Super important. His initiations are going to be so key in these fights. I want to know if he wants to pick up the Aghanims first or if he wants to pick up the Aeon Disc. If he picks up the Aeon Disc, oh boy, guys, my camera! I have no idea what happened to my camera. It's sort of locked on. Okay, camera's sort of fixed. This game is stress, guys. Very stressful.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Look at the split push coming out from Fnatic. They say, you want to take Roshan? You have to commit to something. And do they have a glyph for this? There is no glyph on the side of Clutch. They get a kill with Arbed. They kill off the Omni Knight. The Scythe of Ice is there. They're trying to look for Arbed, but they can't get it. The buybacks are here. They're still trying to push this top Rax. It's going to be taken down by Eternal Envy. Clutch. Are they making mistakes right now? They're still trying to chase down Universe. It's going to TP out. There's no way to cancel this. No BKBs, no Yules, no nothing. Faded is still here with his teammates. They were not successful in taking down Roche. Roche is super low. He's about 1/3 of his HP left. They're still trying to defend their Raxes, but the fights will continue. Faded kills off Pielidai. Going to continue on with this chase. They're going to find Eternal Envy. Does he have buyback? He does. So even if he dies here, he will still be a-okay. They go for the Mana Drain onto Faded. They throw the Repel onto him to mitigate the Mana Drain. They're going to fully commit to Roche now. They have to. They've lost their base for this. They need to go and grab this Roshan. And for Fnatic, they got to be happy with themselves that they did manage to cancel this. But if they can steal this Roche, this will ruin everything for Clutch Gamers. They're still trying to commit with Faded. His damage is not high enough. They're still trying to chase down DJ. Their whole team is trying to keep them away from the Roche pit. DJ, it looks like he might go down here. He does finally drop. They get the Aegis with Faded. He was fighting for this uncontested. And for Fnatic, they lose their main objective. They lose what they were looking for. His mouse can't use. Oh, okay. Looks like the Tusk will have to change his mouse. Oh, Afromoosh. This is not a good day for Afromoosh. His mouse has legitimately died. His mouse has legitimately died. Whew. This is a very tight game, guys. I think my throat is possibly dying. If this goes to game 3, which I think it surely will, I might not survive. I may not survive. There are very few buybacks left on the map right now. There is no buyback on Terrorblade, which is okay. Faded, he does have the Aegis, so it's okay if Faded dies the first time. Abed has no buyback for 500 gold. There is no buyback on Ajit for 2.5 minutes. There is no buyback on Skylark for 6 minutes. He just used it. There is no buyback on Pies for another 3 minutes. This is a very tense moment for both teams. And you can see right now, Fnatic, they say, guys, it's time to split push. We need to play Rat. We cannot fight Clutch head-to-head anymore. And I'm wondering right now, does Clutch clear out their base, push out the creeps, and do they go straight down that middle lane? Because that might have to be how it is. They have to bring everything to that middle lane. If someone split pushes, they can try to leave the Winter Wyvern behind, but the scary thing is that the Wyvern has been subject to being killed multiple times by both of these heroes. Winter Wyvern is just not tanky enough to survive. If he's there trying to kill off Universe and he can if he can come in through the tree lines, manage to catch up Universe with his units, and Winter's cursing with his units, he won't kill him per se, but he will do a lot of damage to make Universe feel uncomfortable. Because he won't be able to TP home safely. If he TPs home safely, he has to TP in his fountain, not TP next to a tower. You do not want to be going into a fight with less than half HP, especially when you're going up against Clutch. Hopefully things do turn around for a little bit, but it's a very scary moment for both squads because you can tell Fnatic, they're saying, our game plan, keep that top lane pushed. They are pushing that top lane like no tomorrow, and they're very lucky that they're running DJ on this Keeper of the Light, because if he wasn't on this Keeper, they would not have these free TPs. These free TPs are very key in how they're playing the game right now. It's just a hit and run style. Push, TP, push, TP, push, TP. That's pretty much how it's been for Fnatic now.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
So it looks like the creep wave has been cleared in that bottom lane by EE. He did get recalled, and they're going to try and push this bottom lane, but there is no one here for Fnatic. There was no one here. They can simply go up with the Terrorblade, push this tower, and then go straight for T4s if they really wanted to. But Abed, he killed off Ajit. There's no buyback available on this puck either, and they are going to acknowledge the fact that they can try and send them all back because of these T3s. These T4s are in danger now. They're sending back the Omni Knight. The Winter Wyvern is there. Does not get the Winter's Curse off in time, but they managed to catch Abed. He's going to be stuck under these shards. But is there any damage to follow through? Faded is here. Pops his BKB. They're going to commit onto Abed. Abed is dead. 95 seconds. Winter's Curse onto Universe. This may have been a slight misplay coming out from Fnatic, thinking that they were going to commit to that bottom lane, but they did not fully commit. They semi-commit. They TP'd straight back. Managed to defend these T4s. This T4 is incredibly low, but they still have another one to go, and they almost have fortification. This fortification, very important. Universe sending his Hawk to the fountain. He's going to park it here, and this is very smart because it will give his team some sort of vision as to whether someone TP's home and whether someone's hiding in the jungle, but it won't last for long.
Dire are scanning.
Let's take a look at some of these talents as well. We are 40 minutes into the game. Still nothing on Pylai, very poor. We have the Cataclysm on Abed. Interesting decision to go for Cataclysm. I thought he may have gone for the Alacrity damage and speed. This would have helped them when it comes to pushing. And, oh, Eternal Envy died. Pretty big deal. We're looking at DJ very quickly. So, cast range. 7-second tree grab cooldown. And finally for Universe, plus 100 wild axes damage. Someone's going to have to push this out in just a moment. On the side of Clutch, we are looking at night vision. We are looking at snowball speed. We are looking at plus 40% illusory orb distance and speed. Terrorblade is looking at minus 10-second reflection. And for Omni Knight, we're looking at plus 3 mana regen. They're going to push bottom. They say, guys, we know what's up. He kills the creep. That's unfortunate. They kill the creep, so Abed, his Boots of Travels are now on cooldown. They cannot push this top lane anymore. And Arjit playing very smart. Killing off that creep was a very big part of their strategy. He has Boots of Travels as well, so he's going to be able to come into that bottom team fight if he needs to. But he says, guys, I'm going to watch this top lane. If you need help, I am here. Very nice Lotus Orb, keeping Faded safe. He will be blinded temporarily. Still pushing these Raxes. Puck is here. Arjun has TP'd in to help his teammates. Mana is going to be drained here by Faded. He was hit with the repel though, so he's not losing any sort of mana. They're trying to defend as hard as they can, but Fnatic, if they go anywhere near this team fight, they're going to be hit with the Winter's Curse, a Dream Coil, you name it. Every single spell in that book. And if you're Clutch Gamers, you have to think, this is a big victory. This is a melee Rax. Oh, this is a melee Rax. I thought they got the melee Rax. They took the range Rax instead. This one will partially heal.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
And Abed,
attack.
he has TP'd back into that top lane. And knowing Clutch, they're going to send someone into that top lane. Why are they going to try and buy time? I think they're going to try and buy time. They say, guys, we're going to force them into a fight. You, Abed, you try and push this top lane as much as you can. But they see, okay, they see the TPs. Oh, they got the Winter Wyvern though. Yo, the last hero left to TP, unfortunately, will be taken down. This top push though, not successful by Abed. He tried his best. He's trying his hardest, absolute hardest, to try and keep this team in the game. But it's becoming very hard now. Clutch, they understand how Fnatic are playing. They are responding very, very well. They are punishing them super hard. They know that they're trying to go for this big push play.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
He's showing face. There are lots of heroes here. This reflection. Oh, Total Envy. Dead again for another 80 seconds. Thinking that no one was going to be in the base. He thought he could get out with DJ. If DJ's not careful, he could get picked up by Faded. There are illusions coming in from all over the place. He has his Ags. It is daytime, so he can see everything in the game. TP back to base. Things are starting to get a little tight here. Fnatic need to split push. They need to split push. They also need this BKB on Abed. Without this BKB, he's been caught out multiple times by Clutch. But even if he gets this BKB, the moment they see that BKB, Arjun's gonna go for an Aghanim, so they're gonna go straight after. Oh, he broke the coil! He broke the coil with the 4-staff. That killed off Abed.
Got it.
Oh man. This is such a big deal because now this may force out a buyback because you can see now Clutch is starting to pick off heroes one by one. They already know Eternal Envy is dead. They're gonna go for Pyre as well. Oh, Clutch. Clutch. They're looking for DJ as well. Faded finds this Keeper of the Light. He's going to go straight after this Rax as well. This is going to be the bottom Rax done and dusted. Clutch Gamers, they're finding their openings and Arjit, he's trying to catch out this Beastmaster if he can. Universe is here. Arjit is here. Oh, he tried to kill him off. He couldn't get him. Universe going to be spotted out by Arjit. Arjit going to try and jaunt away. He will get it just in time. Meanwhile, in this middle lane, they're taking down towers. There's another TP. This is Eternal Envy. They're going to try and have the TP home now. Faded. He can TP home. He's got Boots of Travels, but they've got 2 heroes left now. They've got the Winter Wyvern. They've got the Puck as well. Eternal Envy going to be kept in place. He will be slow. Cataclysm going to be deployed. They kill off the Puck with the Cataclysm. He was not expecting that. Now Yol going to be stuck onto the low ground. The Puck brought back. Eternal Envy is now stuck. He should die to Arjit. Did he buy back for this? He did not buy back, but Abed is dead in the enemy base. They were trying to keep the base alive, and now Faded doing his job as that Terrorblade, killing base after base after base, Rax after Rax after Rax. Vanished. The damage for Faded. He will die. He has a buyback, however. He has a buyback. This middle tower needs some sort of help. Someone's going to try and defend this. There's lots of buybacks though. The entire team is bought back. They're going to fully commit. Eternal Envy is going to come back again. Is this a buyback from him? I believe it is. He's going to try and go straight for these towers, but he sees. He sees the sentry gets thrown down by Yol as well, so he knows what's happening. He knows. The blink away from Yol. Eternal Envy cannot get the kill, and EE is going to die here. It's tossed back. That's going to be the death of the Tidy. Eternal Envy tried to do the backdoor play. In the meantime, the rest of Clutch Gamers are in this middle lane. It's going to be Afromoosh and Faded sticking around. EE is dead for 2 minutes with the backdoor play. They are playing this game blind. TP. Skylark is going to come in with Afromoosh. Faded is here. Lincoln's gets deployed. They're going to come on forward. They're going to start doing some serious damage to these towers. There's no Arbit for 30 seconds. There is no Eternal Envy for 30 seconds. Their base is under siege. And Pylonine Universe, they go for the roar. They're going to try and kill off Afromush. They will be able to kill him off just in the nick of time. But the coil from Ajit, they'll break the coil on Universe. He has to sit in the base. He needs to heal up. There's 10 seconds left for Arbit to come back. It's a very tight game. They're trying to do the damage, but Faded just cannot cut through these towers quick enough. He needs Metamorphosis. It's still on cooldown for 15 seconds. DJ trying his best to hold the fort. His horse is working overtime. Oh, his horse has been glowing all game. They managed to catch. They caught Arbit. Do they have any follow-up? He has a BKB. He throws his BKB. He blinks forward. Faded going for the backlines instead. He wants Universe. The Glimmer Cape will keep him alive. Arbit still trying to run away with this Ghost Walk. His BKB is still thrown out, but they're being slowed too much. Skylark is here. He can slow him down. Blink out. But in the meantime, look at the base. Universe has TP'd in. They have set Ajit back, and Terrorblade's coming back as well. Blink on out. They leave Arbit alone, but they will defend their base. These blink backs being a nuisance. Clutch Gamers holding on to this game in their palm. In their palm.
Illusion.
This game is not getting any easier, ladies and gentlemen. We have 46 minutes in this game. Even my brain cannot function properly. DJ's job, he's just dedicated base clearer at this point. He's even gone for a Dagon as well. He's maxing out a Dagon. This is the worst thing as well. This is the worst thing for Fnatic, because if they get this Refresher Shard onto Faded, he's going to have 2 Metamorphosis. That Metamorphosis is what will win Clutch Gamers the fight. They Metamorphosis into Fnatic's base, and that is it. But it's a matter of who do they find first. Do they break into Faded? Do they break into Afromush? If they do not run into Faded first, if they do not run into the Omni Knight first, I just do not see them being able to win this fight. This Lotus Orb will be available. Whoever gets jumped on first, the Lotus Orb will be thrown out. As long as the Omni Knight is within range, he can blink Lotus.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
But look at the bottom lane. EE. Just a couple of hits. They just TP one hero. It's just going to be Ajit. They're playing a very split push sort of Dota here. And Fnatic, this is what's keeping them in the game. The fact that they are pressuring these lanes with these backdoor TPs, it's what's keeping them in this game right now. Oh no, gets caught out. This game at this point is going to go on forever until someone buckles. And it's a battle of stamina right now, as both of these teams are trying to defend themselves from backdoors, split pushes, and team fights and pickoffs. Net worth is incredible. Ajit sitting second on a Puck. You never expect Puck to be one of those heroes. If there's anything that Clutch Gamers may need to consider, it may be to put some observer wards in the outer sections of their base to spot out where some of these split pushes are coming from, because EE, he's coming in for another hit and run. He wants to come into the middle lane. In the meantime, they're trying to fight in that middle lane. No one has fully died yet. If EE gets caught out here, he is in trouble. They need to put out some wards outside of the base. They need to see where some of these TPs are coming from, because as of now, you can't really see where some of these are coming from. Refresher Orb. Oh boy, that's a big item being picked up on Faded. Let's take a look at items very quickly. We're just gonna shift on over here very quickly so you guys can see what are some of the major item pickups. Aghanims almost completed onto Ajit. Now this is a major pickup on Ajit. Once he gets this, once it gets his Aghanims for his coil, that's it. BKB.
Bottom barracks are under
Nothing
attack.
will save you from this coil stun. He can buy it now as well. If he buys this, is there buyback anywhere? Envy. He wants to start on Roche. Very risky play from Fnatic, but they want to commit to this. But can they do it? I don't think they can. It's not possible. And here comes the truck. His name is Faded. Although it looks like they run into a different team fight altogether. Afromush is almost at the heels from the Winter Wyvern. Will keep him alive from Universe. Cataclysm is there. The Snowball will keep him alive. And Abed ends up dying instead. Clutch Gamers, they picked up a major part of this team fight. Total Envy, he did try to split push yet again. My PC is lagging because of how big this moment is. And Faded, he's in Metamorphosis. He's going to go down straight through the middle lane. They're even going to catch out Eternal Envy as well. He's got no buyback for another minute. This may be it for Clutch Gamers, and this is going to bring it to a Game 3 of this best of 3 series. Faded, he's just running down this middle lane. He's got half of the Metamorphosis duration. This is it. This is it. But you can see Fnatic, they're trying to push in other lanes. Universe having to TP back. Pilot Eye trying to push this creep wave. Oh boy, they're trying their best to hold the fort, but with these death timers, it just seems like it's going to be an impossible feat. 27 seconds for a buyback on Abed. Can they buy enough time to do that? You're going to be very careful with Faded. DJ trying to come in with the nukes. They still can't end the game. They still cannot end the game. Afromush is trying to defend the base. The rest of his team is trying to push. They just can't get these towers. They need this Metamorphosis. They just don't have the damage. Faded, he may just have to go for a Sunder. He wants to run forward. He wants to Sunder. He has no way. He steals Pilot Eye's HP. Gives him a free bunch of HP. They will kill off the Winter Wyvern. The Ancient is now exposed. The puck, maybe get caught out. Arjun will be thrown into the air. He will jaunt out the snowball. He wants to kill a Pilot Eye. Pilot Eye is dead. They're going to continue on fighting. This is a scary fight here for Fnatic. They need to TP in and rat if they want to try and defend this. But looks like Clutch holding on to anything that they have left. We can see a TP any moment now in that top lane. If anyone has a TP, they may go there right now. There is a TP available on Abed if he wants to do it. It's right here. It's going into the base. They could try it. They could try it. They want to back up. They're scared someone's going to try and do this. These creeps. These creeps. Eternal Envy cancels after seeing Arjit in the base. Everyone has managed to escape unscathed on Clutch Gamers. But they will forfeit Roche for this. And this is not a Roche you want to give up. This is Aegis. This is Cheese. This is Refresher Shard. You give this Refresher Shard to Abed, he could double Cataclysm. Double Cataclysm, and we have seen what has happened with a single Cataclysm. You cannot imagine what's going to happen with double. Anyone that's sitting in a cold embrace, double Cataclysm, GG. You're done. You're done and dusted. You're going home. But they're not going for Roche. They're leaving the Roche. It's a double damage Faded. Double damage Faded. He is hitting for 400 damage. As long as the blind is not there, Faded is hitting like a truck. They are sending units inside. They need that vision. Pilot Eye wants to come in. He wants to try and set up for his teammates. Half HP on Faded. He may have to try and sunder someone to stay alive. Roche down to half HP. Not fully committing. Total Envy gonna be caught out. He will be dying for this. He has a buyback, however. They want to try and go for Roche. Abed wants to go for the commitment here, but there's no one on Clutch Gamers available. They need to help him with this because they are coming in hot, guys. But look at the tower. This tower is taking too much damage. Clutch Gamers, make up your mind. Your tower is going to go down. You need a glyph. You have no glyph. They have the Winter Wyvern. His units kill him. He dies to creeps. He dies to creeps. Faded is going to come in. He wants to kill Eternal Envy. He gets tossed outside. He's down to half HP. Is there a Sunder available? Yes, there is. He can steal it. They've killed off Eternal Envy. Their base is just defended. Aegis gets taken by Faded. They managed to kill off Afromush and Arjit. They have buybacks, however, and Faded is going to be thrown up into the air. EMP deployed as well. They're buying so much time, but now there is an Aegis. There is an Aegis on Faded. He has Metamorphosis. Where did the shard go? Where is the shard? They have the shard on Afromush. Where's Afromush? Okay, he can give the shard. He can give the shard to the Terrorblade. He wants to give it to him. He needs that Metamorphosis. This is it. This is Clutch Gamers saying enough is enough with your rat. We are done. We are done. But he may just die to his own. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's happening, guys. He just gets killed off immediately. He loses his Metamorphosis. They have to go straight for the Ancient. They need to go for the Ancient because look at what's happening. Fnatic may win just because of their own units. They gotta fight for this. They gotta fight for this. Look what is happening. The Ancient, it's a race. This is a race. This is the Radiant Ancient. This is the Dire Ancient. They're gonna come in. Abed may win them the game. Abed wants to win them the fight. No, he won't do it. He won't do it. He gets Hex. He will do it for the team. Can he do it? He's holding the game. They're trying to fight for this. It is so damn close. T. Ahmed trying to come in for the save. I can't hold myself. That was too close. It was too close. It was too close. It's a game 3. Oh my gosh. We'll be back for game 3, guys.